shit, as they
shooting
say.
shit. Yeah. So
I'm
like
gonna eat them.
along with that joke,
Great
the
joke.
shitters aren't gonna get to hear. I have another joke that I do that's kind of similar. Like that joke kind of stems from this joke.
Mm-hmm.
So typically it's a joke that I bust out when I'm watching hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, "What's the score?"
Mm-hmm.
And it really only works if the person has if the other team has a 2, because then they'll be like 3-2, and then I just stare
3
at
to
them for
what?
a second. Yeah, and I go 3-2 what?
Uh,
And that's the whole joke.
well, folks, if you would like to see more of that content, please do like, comment, and subscribe. We appreciate all of it. The likes and subscribes really help support Chase, and the comments help me stay engaged. So thank you. Please do that.
He does like him.
Quick business. Today's episode is brought to you by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, back to the retro
We're getting
logo
some
for
big
the
sponsors.
summer for the original and Baja Blast. Right now at the Mountain Dew website, you get 15% off with code DARK. That's code DARK, D-A-R-K. 15% off at mountaindew.com. Mountain Dew,
Wow.
the mountain is calling. Will you answer?
we're gonna lose people because they're gonna go try these codes and be like, "Those motherfuckers lied to me."
Well, okay,
Here's the
if that code
here's the
doesn't work,
problem.
come to me and I'll help you. If that code
If
doesn't
that
work.
code doesn't work, it's probably because Jake, we didn't think about this. We recorded this weeks in advance. The code's gonna be obsolete.
It does change every
by
time.
the time
Just reach
the
out.
episode.
Just reach out.
Yeah,
Just reach
yeah.
out.
Oh man.
Yeah, just reach out.
Welcome back to
Also-
Nerd Shit in the Dark.
Hey,
Hey, it's your host. Oh wait, it's the shittiest podcast on the internet, and we are your hosts.
There you
Taste
go.
Chaz Screepack and
Jake Dunstan for the second week in a row.
you were the J word the last time.
Oh, we'll be Jake this time. Great.
Yeah, Jake is a J word. I think we'll just roll with that. You should just be Jake the J word Dunstan.
Listen,
and it can be any J word.
I think it's going to work. I also, just quickly, I want to throw a little incentive out there. I thought of this today, and I think it's a good one.
Okay.
I think a huge milestone for us on YouTube would be 250. Yes. I think would be 250 subscribers. Now, we're not very close to that.
We aren't.
We're okay. Maybe
especially on
let's drop
YouTube.
the number to 100. I'm going to drop it down to 100. Listen,
following.
When we get to 100 subscribers on YouTube, we're going to take all the names of the subscribers. We're going to randomly generate a winner, and we're going to do a book giveaway. That is right, people. And it's going to be a good book. I have extras of quite a few good books. I have double copies of them. So I figured the best way to do it is to give back to the people. We'll give away a couple good books, 100 subscribers. So if you need a little motivation, how about a free book? I'll pay for the shipping. I'm going to pay for everything. Let's get ourselves to 100 subscribers, folks.
I like that.
That's pretty exciting, right?
Good. Yeah,
I think that's pretty cool. It's going to be good books.
Just on our YouTube. Yeah, because our YouTube's our weakest. All our other things we have more followers on, but YouTube, I think we only have like 23.
Right, so if you're listening on the Spotify, you're listening on Apple Music, pop on over to YouTube, subscribe, get entered in a great giveaway.
I mean, we're going to talk about some great books tonight, and maybe one of them will be one of the
on the
books
giveaway. I have extras of many books. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. So look forward to stay tuned for later on the episode when me and Jake start talking books.
Books.
We'll get to that.
Absolutely. I got you. I may just say really quick, that's Mountain Dew sponsorship is crushing. This is absolutely delicious. I'm sorry that we're 10 minutes late to start because it's so good. Just a plain Mountain Dew slushy. You don't know how hard this is hitting right now.
I guess I don't.
And I picked up a Reese's Fast Break. Now, that was a last-second decision, but I think it's going to work. I think it's really going to work. And my dinner of a Cliff Bar.
I have a cup of yogurt here that I may or may not eat. I like yogurt.
Oh,
you don't like yogurt?
God. I have a Reese's Fast Break. Do you think I want yogurt? That's
I don't know.
crazy.
I'd eat anything half the time. But
I know. And other big news, my couch is going to get here as soon as I get home from vacation. It's currently here, but they're not going to deliver it. So
nothing better than getting home from vacation and sitting on your own damn couch.
Yeah, great big
Especially
couch.
a new one.
I know, can't wait. It's going to be exciting.
Oh, I can't wait.
Can't you hear to my voice all my excitement? What's that? Can we
I
put
said
my
I
butt
can't wait to
cheeks
put
in
my
it?
butt cheeks on that couch.
What's new with you? What's turning up? What's happening? That's exciting.
I'll tell you what's exciting. So I don't know if I've started kind of doing this trend with the last couple of videos where I put one of my toys kind of on so you
Hell
go
yeah, dude.
to be in it. And I just wanted to give a shot because this episode technically is going to come out on September 4th, which I don't know if you know anything about this, but this guy right here, he's the knight. He's the Hollow Knight character. Have you ever played Hollow Knight? It's one of my favorite Metroidvania indie games. It's fucking awesome. And its sequel, Silk Song, which has been in, they announced it 7 years ago, and like it's probably one of the most anticipated indie games. They finally put out a release date for it last week, and
That's exciting.
it's September 4th. They were like, yeah, it comes out in 2
Oh
weeks.
wow.
So out of excitement, I was sitting here playing Hollow Knight while I was waiting for you, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put this little fucker up to celebrate because the day this goes live is the day I will be playing Silk Song, so that's exciting.
That's very exciting. It's a long
Yeah,
wait.
it was a long way, and I honestly, dude, I wish more companies did shit like that where they were like, it's a little scary because I'll
Here it
tell you what,
is.
every event, every kind of because it's on everything, you can play it on any console. So every time there was an announcement, like anytime Xbox a showcase was happening, every comment was like Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. Blah, blah, blah. Nobody cared about anything else. So it's so refreshing to know it's finally over. But yeah, it's nice to just like, here's the game, and guess
Yeah.
what? It comes out in 2 fucking weeks. I was like,
I
oh
think
my
that's
god,
like something brutal about Grand Theft Auto is
right?
that everybody was really excited and then they're like, by the way, it's actually going to be a year and a half still.
Yeah.
And will it be the most sold video game ever when it comes out?
Yes.
Absolutely.
No matter
But
when
does
it's
it
coming out.
huh?
No matter when it comes out.
I know, but it's just like, oh my god, at some point someone my age, the excitement wanes a bit, right?
I'm pretty pumped, but I will say this about the Grand Theft Auto thing. When I saw they kicked it like a year and a
Uh-huh.
half, I was like, I was a little sad at first, but then I was like, there's a lot of games coming out in the fall. Like the Switch 2 is going to have its first like fall. Am I actually good with not playing a game like Grand Theft
Course.
Auto 6 for a couple of months, actually?
Course.
Yeah, because that's going to take up a lot of my time.
Dude, I just picked up a game that I'm pretty excited to play, but it's something I have to play with people, so I'm waiting. It just came out yesterday.
Oh, you got Gears of War, did you?
Yeah, yep, I sure
Oh,
did.
bro,
Um,
dude. I'd love to
yeah,
play with you sometime after you
I
play
would
with your
love to.
friends.
My
I think
friends and
it's
I, very difficult. What you think
crossplay.
is what?
I think it's crossplay. I think
It
I can
is,
get
but
it
I
on
think
Game
for it to be
Pass and play it with
crossplay,
you.
you have to use a Microsoft account. I have it on my PlayStation. But to be crossplay, you have to like use a Microsoft account, which is like
I don't think for your PlayStation you'll need to. I might need to on my Xbox, but like I've played with Nas on his PlayStation on my Xbox games quite often.
okay. I was just saying when I logged on, that was like a thing on this
We'll
game
check it out. We'll
specifically.
check it out because I'd
Um,
love. I don't want to
let's
buy
play
it,
it. Let's play it
but I
tonight.
do want to download it and play it.
I have nothing to do. Yeah, I know, kids, bed, I know,
Yeah,
whatever.
don't tempt
Anyway,
me with a
my
good
friends
bad
and I am
decision.
very excited. We're gonna do a 4-man LAN in my basement, which
Oh,
I'm
that'll
very
be
excited
shit
about.
and cool.
When that'll happen, hard to say
Hard to
because there
say.
are 5 children kind of blocking it at the moment, but we're trying to find a weekend. We've been planning it since they announced that they were releasing it, so it'll be
Yeah,
fun.
it's very exciting,
Of
man.
course,
It's
we
very
all played it
exciting.
together when I was
Oh,
11, so
yeah, of
yeah.
course. So you gotta.
Have
It's
to
cool
just do
because
one night.
I love it that it's on PlayStation. I am so happy they put it on PlayStation. I'm not gonna get it for my PlayStation. I don't need to, but like for people that have only ever played PlayStation, like Gears of War is such a fucking awesome game. And I don't know how like remastered it is. They just put out a Gears of War like
Not that long ago.
remastered. It was
Yeah.
on the Xbox One. So I'm just like, how much more did they juice this thing up?
Yeah,
Not important.
my only thing is well, my actual wish is I wish they put so I haven't looked into it, I just bought it. M My understanding is it's literally just an exact copy of the first game.
Yeah, it is just
Um,
the first game.
yeah, my wish my couple of things, I wish they had the maps from the next 2 games, right? Like, so
For
give me
online.
maps of Gears 2 and Gears 3. Um,
Yeah,
I don't
I'll tell you what, man. I was excited to hear this announcement when it came out, but I kind of was a little bummed as well. I was like, they should have just did put the trilogy,
Yeah.
do a remastered
Yeah. I
trilogy.
think
Not
Gears 3 was fucking excellent. Actually.
Gears 2 is one of my favorite games.
So, I mean, Gears 1's still my favorite, but it is nostalgia based. I mean, it does have the best maps.
I
Gears
feel like
1
they're
are the
all
best
nostalgia
maps.
based
They're
at
my
this point.
favorite. They're my favorite multiplayer maps of all time. Is in Gears 1. I think they're fucking excellent. I just wish they would have added more maps. And in Gears 3, there were different PvP modes that were really fun that they would do sometimes on the weekend. So like one of them was like called Torque Bow Tag, and everybody just started with torque bows. Super fun. Just a super
That is
fun way to
fun.
play the game. Because I'm interested to see how much I'm going to enjoy the PvP, because it is a much slower paced game than, I haven't played something like that in many, many years, right? Like the only PvP games I've played are like League and COD, right? Which is like fast paced.
Very fast
So,
comparative.
yeah.
I still say Gears is like medium paced. You
It's
know what
just
I mean?
different. It's just different is all I'm trying
it
to
is
say.
just different.
And it's not, and it is because it's the original game, there's going to be no team deathmatch, right? So it is the slow paced search and destroy style of game. So
yeah, I was gonna ask, did they didn't update any
I'm
of like the
guessing
games?
not. I'm guessing not, right?
Hard to say. I haven't done a whole lot of research. You'd think they would, but maybe not.
I'm okay with that if you're not going to add anything else.
Yeah.
I'm excited to play it. I'd love to play it. I'm just waiting. I don't want to jump on and play PvP by myself. I'm waiting to play with people, and I'm going to try to get Tori to do the campaign with me. So
Cannot
that should be pretty
wait
funny.
to hear about
I
that.
think it'll be funny.
Jesus
That'll be in
Christ.
4 months.
Woo! I can hear her doing that right. Chainsawing somebody.
So
exciting. I will try to download it. We'll have to play.
There's only 40 gigs. It's not huge. I mean, that's...
Oh, yeah. I'm not worried about space on my computer. I've got
a lot of that, yeah. I just mean it also is like pretty quick to download for me, like speed-wise.
I'll get it going. We'll definitely play. Because I do want to play. Me and Nos just did a run. Not just. It was like 6 or 7, maybe 8 years ago. But we did a run through of the one that came out on the Xbox One of Gears 1.
Yeah.
And then a couple summers ago, I played Gears 4. I've never played 5.
Yeah, it's a shame that they fucked
and I
that
don't
up.
play any of them online anymore. Gears 1 might have been the only one I ever played online.
Gears 3 was great online. I wasn't huge on Gears 2, but Gears 3 was excellent online. It was my senior year of high school. Right, and that's where I'm getting this little bit of nostalgia, is it was my senior year of high school when it came out.
Gears 3 came out?
Yeah, 2011. And we played the shit out of it that fall. My buddies and I, like Friday nights. I remember being like in the worst shape ever for soccer games. Saturday mornings, I'd sleep for 2 hours because I played Gears all night. Like just, that like fall feeling of high school. Yeah, so I just have a nostalgia for it. That I
didn't play extracurriculars, but I know what you're talking about.
I just wish I really wish they had they did a little bit more, I mean, it is only $40, which is I appreciate that.
Oh, that's good. That's good. I didn't know
it's not it's only $40, which is good considering I'm getting quite literally the exact same game I bought when I was in the 6th grade.
It's updated a bit though. I mean, it's
the exact same fucking game with some updated graphics. They did absolutely no work to make it different. I mean, they updated graphics. It's not like Final Fantasy VII where they said we'll remake the whole game. No, but I'm excited to play.
No doubt. I'm excited to play some of it, like any of it, really.
Yeah. Well, let's also throw out there. Last time we talked, I told you I was on a big hiatus from Final Fantasy VII because it pissed me off because I was bored. Man, all I needed to play literally 3 minutes to be back doing what I wanted to do. Literally 3 minutes. I got on just to be like, whatever. I don't know. Yeah, 3 minutes was all it took. I was
you said you were out of the sewer a couple weeks ago, and I was like, you should be having fun pretty soon.
Yeah, no, I literally just had to walk somewhere, and the fun started again. So, yeah, that rocks. And I was trying not to do this forever, to look up how many chapters the game actually is.
I do that all the time.
I tend not to do that with anything, just because but I was curious, and I'm in chapter 13 now, or 12 or 13, and there's 18 chapters. So I'm like pretty decently far,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, the part I just did rocked. It was super fun.
I was happy to hear that you were having fun with it again, because when you said that you were getting sick of it, I was like, oh no, he was so excited.
I was. Well, that part did suck.
That is
I
Final
can't say
Fantasy
that
games.
enough.
They all have like just these. I hate to say they're bad parts. I just don't typically. I don't mind them, but they are side things. They're definitely away from the plot things.
Yeah, it's not even so. It just was too long. That was the thing. I don't mind doing sides, like, if it would have been story, one side thing, story, one side thing. But that part where you become a cross-dresser and quit being an eco-terrorist and then go fight ghosts to free the soul of some child, like, yeah, that was too goddamn much. And it was a long time of the game. You know, it was many hours. More hours than I wanted to be.
That was a section of the original game that they really did, like,
Yeah, did it need to
not
be
that they're not
done?
stretching this whole thing out, because they're turning one game into 3. Not that it's not one big game, but
It's a
they're turning it
gigantic
into
game.
3 big games now.
Yeah.
So they've stretched out some things. I would say that all that stuff in that section is pretty stretched out. If not, most of it's just optional. I haven't played the original in a very, very, very long time, but yeah, they stretched that shit out. They stretched everything out. I mean, it's a different game.
Yeah, and I will say I think it's like, I will say I think it's genuinely ridiculous to take this long to put out the 3 games, but you know, it's just too
Times they
long
are
for people to
changing.
like. I think you kind of lose people caring.
To live that long.
Yeah, it's just too long between games. You know what I mean? I mean, the one I'm playing came out in like 21. Is that
Buddy.
correct? I know you have your Kingdom Hearts thing where you're like, it's not that bad, but come
that's
on,
any
dude.
Grand Theft Auto, even 5 and 6.
I know,
has
but
like
it's
a
not Grand Theft
12-year
Auto's not a
gap.
story. You're not trying to put a story together in that same
There's some pretty
way.
good stories. Yeah, not like Final Fantasy.
Not
The
in a
story's already
continuous.
done for this. I digress. Oh shit, I don't even remember what I was saying.
Yeah, I broke your brain because Kingdom Hearts traumatized you for so long.
Right. So like, it's not really that long in between games, but yeah, I think 7 Remake came out in 2020, and then 2024 is when the last one came out. So 4-year gap. Honestly, for not even just Kingdom Hearts, for video games, for Square Enix, that is a pretty quick turnaround, actually. That is a pretty fast turnaround.
I'm still gonna bitch. I'm getting old,
But
bud. I'm getting
I'll
old.
tell you what one of the reasons were, and why I think we won't have as much of a gap between the last one and the new one. They had to rebuild the game engine from the ground up between the two, because it was PS5. Like, the other one, they ported to PS5, but it came out a PS4 game. So they had to like rebuild all that stuff. But now all that shit's already done. So that's like part of the process.
Dude, just do the Rockstar Games initiative, hire a bunch of people, bury them into the ground with work, and let's get these games kicking.
Jake, they're Japanese. Forever. They're already doing that, man, and they're still they're doing it worse.
I mean, every time Rockstar puts out a
Rockstar.
game, there's a gigantic lawsuit before the game even releases. They get sued by their employees. That's a fucking company making video games. When Red Dead 2 came out, we literally talked about it in law school because the lawsuit was so bad of how they were abusing employees. Yeah.
Wow. Well,
that was the day I paid attention, by the way.
No doubt. Oh yeah, you bring.
I was like, finally, we're
class.
talking my shit.
Oh jeez, I can't wait to get home and play Red Dead 2. No, yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say how much time there should be. I mean, also, we're like I said, 7 years in between this and its thing. But here, the thing about the Hollow Knight thing is, there are only 3 people that work at that company.
Indie company, exactly.
It's
Square
3
Enix
guys.
has cash.
Well, like we said, they have Japanese people in a basement somewhere doing all the work.
Let's get that work faster, buddy.
Typical American.
I want it now. I'm getting older, bud. I'm getting older.
I know. Speaking of getting older, I'll tell you what, dude. I do want to just dive into some like we're gonna keep casually chit chatting, but
let's roll.
I got a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh stuff I gotta get off my
we could talk. Dude. We literally could do a 6-episode part on Yu-Gi-Oh.
Personally, I don't even know where to start with Yu-Gi-Oh. Honest to God. Let's start. I know how to do this. We'll put it in order. I purchased the Yu-Gi-Oh early days collection, and I started playing Eternal Duelist Soul. One of
Mm-hmm.
the, because it's got a collection of a lot of the games. There's only a few that actually play with actual Yu-Gi-Oh card rules, and Eternal Duelist Soul is one of them. It's the earliest one. I found out the hard way the other day, but it's a Game Boy Advanced remake, and it plays like if you've played any of the early Yu-Gi-Oh dueling games. You just pick a duelist and you duel them, and you build a deck, and you open packs, and you get farther and farther.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I don't think I had this one.
I've never played this one
I
specifically
had
until now, so this is a
Yu-Gi-Oh!
new one.
Worldwide Edition, Stairway to
That's
the
on there as
Destined
well.
Duel. That's the one I had.
I'm really looking forward to doing, I think the 2005 World Championship game is on here. I'm really looking forward to that one because I know all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards I have are at least probably around 2005, 2006. So my codes on my cards will work. Because I
Nice.
found out the hard way. I got all these cards because I thought this one that I was playing was like a little later on. Like, I got Jinzo, so I'm just like, okay, so most of these cards I should be able to put the codes
Yeah,
in,
Jinzo's
and I'll get the
like
card.
0203.
Oh, 3, I think, and he's on there, but like not like half the cards I put codes in for, I was like, fuck, like I don't have these ones. So that kind of sucked. I mean, I do have some from before that, but it's like I had a Fiend Mega Cyber. I was like, let's put that fucker in. No, wasn't out yet. I was like, fuck, man, the Fiend Mega Cyber and Jinzo show up in the same goddamn episode of the show. How are these cards not out at the same fucking time? So that was a bit of a bummer, but I still, I'm building a fine little deck with the cards that I do have the codes for. And I've missed doing that. Like I went through a bunch of my Yu-Gi-Oh cards at home to get codes to put into this video game. But what I'm really excited to do is go to that World Champion 2005 one, put more of my cards in, make like an actual my own personal deck, and see
Yeah.
how it fares on this game. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's so basic, but it's
Yeah.
fun. Like the monsters don't come to life. Like you just have a game mat, and you just play the card game, and
Mm-hmm.
it can be like I'm only on the second tier. I don't like the way that you go from tier to tier. So like you start on the first round with like there's like 5. It's like Yugi, Little Yugi, Joey, Tristan,
Bakura
not Yami Bakura, so just normal Bakura.
and
Yeah, you're
Taya.
looking at it. And
Yeah.
Taya. And
Taya,
you
all-time
have to beat
bad
them all
character.
twice. So you're just like,
All-time bad character.
yeah, it's, whatever. And then you go to the next. So like you have to beat them all twice, and then you get to go to the next tier. And the next tier, I'll even say it got a little more. I found myself having some challenging
Yeah.
matches. And then today I found I have to beat all of them 3 times, and I'm just like, oh,
That's
this is such
silly.
a like
That's just
you should just have
grind to not grind. Yeah. Do you
honestly,
get
because I remember
rewards?
Dark Duel, you get packs and you get certain things. I'll tell you what though, dude, I'm glad that I'm using my cards for codes because the packs are giving me fucking dick for
So
cards.
that was
God,
my
what a terrible cards. Like I'm progressing, they're giving me new packs, and the cards still fucking suck.
So my memory of every Yu-Gi-Oh game I played as a kid is that they were all god awful horrible, and
I like them.
it's because they don't give you cards. That's my big memory as a kid is not getting any good cards. And like
I can't believe
yeah.
the dick cards I've been getting.
Yeah, like again, I told you there's that one for PlayStation 1 that at some point in life I'll probably have to replay.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, I remember being like 6, 7 years old, staying up until 4 in the morning by myself and being like my first feelings of depression because how bad I was getting my ass beat on this game and I couldn't figure it out.
It
Like
can be
true,
devastating when you
like
lose.
sorrow that I couldn't figure out this goddamn game. But
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is truly a game where the whole match almost banks entirely on the first hand of what you and your
well,
opponent
buddy,
have. And
I
like
mean,
that's
buddy,
how most of my matches go.
in real competitive Yu-Gi-Oh, it's the same shit.
No doubt, no doubt.
I love, but dude,
It's
you could
fun.
not be
I've been
talking to a
having a
better person.
lot of
I
fun.
love the literal game of Yu-Gi-Oh so fucking much.
Yeah.
That box right there, it looks like a gun case. It just holds my Yu-Gi-Oh decks. it's yeah, I love it, man. It's something we decided we play a lot in the winter, and before we were gonna try to play in the summer too, but we're gonna keep it to a winter thing. It's just easier for us to all get together. But when we play, I told you we play for about 12 hours
Prizes.
straight. We play for
Yeah.
about 12 hours straight, and we have
That's awesome.
prizes, and we set up big tournaments, and It's super fun. You enter 3 decks. You
I,
just play all day. So like
I always loved Yu-Gi-Oh.
everyone comes to my house, and it's heated. Like
Yeah,
people really care about winning, which
it's
is
a
good, right?
duel.
Like
Yeah.
people should care about winning. So we have a big bracket. And
I'm gonna throw my Switch through a fucking window pretty soon here. Some of these losses I get, I'm just like, fuck you, Weevil. Fuck you,
yeah,
You know who really fucked me up all day?
my
Meku
Valentine.
goddamn Tsunami.
Mm.
No, I got my revenge on everybody else tonight, but he just kept fucking me up. I got him finally. And that's when I found out the hard way that I have to beat them all 3 times instead of twice. Like I worked my ass off to beat them twice, and it was like, you gotta do it again. I'm like, that's the thing. Like doing it again, it doesn't like their
It's the
dueling
same
abilities don't get
shit.
better. It's the
Yeah,
same duel again. You just
yeah,
gotta hope that
yeah.
you get your good cards, and I don't have
Dude,
a whole lot.
man,
I have
that
some.
Battle City arc with all those characters is so good, man.
Sir, we're gonna get there.
It's
we
so
will we
good.
will be moving into the anime section very soon. Very,
I
very
love,
soon.
man. Well, I'm glad you're
Um
playing it. I'm glad you're experiencing some Yu-Gi-Oh.
yeah. I've missed it.
Yeah.
I've missed it. I'm gonna play more. I'm gonna play more of the video games. I do intend to stream at some point my gameplay of the Sacred Cards, which is the one where you play as a little avatar and do Battle City. Like you do the entire Battle
Oh,
City tournament.
what?
Yeah, dude, I
I
played it
don't
as a
know that
kid.
one. I've
It's
never heard
fucking
that.
awesome. It's great. You just play as it doesn't review well, but like I also played
I
it when I
don't
was
think
like the 5th
any of
grade.
those games are going to review well.
Yeah. But this whole collection didn't really review it, but I'm having a
No.
blast of a time. And it's got me having a Yu-Gi-Oh! Renaissance, which is where we're going to continue on.
Okay, tell
Because
me, dude. Tell me
I
about the
started
anime.
watching, I've started watching the Yu-Gi-Oh! Anime on Crunchyroll in Japanese. I've never watched Yu-Gi-Oh! In its Japanese
You
form.
said you
Like
were going to do that.
I've really only watched the dub growing up. So it's been fun going back, especially through Battle City, one of the best. Let's not even say it's not even one. The best arc in Yu-Gi-Oh! In
By a mile.
Japanese. And that's been pretty exciting. I will say this. WB for a kids WB cartoon, they did a great job with keeping it pretty close to
Yeah.
like what the like there's a lot of things that are basically the same. People's names are different, and I've always known that because I read the manga as a kid, but it is hard getting used to like Janachi and Anzu and Honda, all these like different names for main characters that I know, but I roll with it. But for the most part, like it's basically still the same show. There's some swearing here and there that they're fighting with like their lives instead of going
Yeah.
to the Shadow Realm. So that's cool. I've been having fun because it's like I know this shit because it's still so close. Like I don't feel like I'm watching something new, but I feel like I'm getting a different experience out of
That's
something I
cool.
already loved.
Does Joey Wheeler have a Boston accent?
He's
Hey, it's
Japanese.
Joey Wheeler.
Don't get me wrong. I will always prefer the dub. It's hard not to think of that, but it's been fun. It's cool seeing a show because like think of like we were kids when Yu-Gi-Oh was on, and I don't really think I knew the word anime when I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it was a kids WB Saturday morning cartoon,
The best one.
and we got that version of it. And I feel like I'm really watching like the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Like it starts with an anime opening, it's Japanese and like the videos like a
That
typical
rocks.
anime. Like it feels like what it's intended to be, and it's still close.
That rocks.
But one thing I want to say that the English dub definitely wins entirely on. Not even fucking close for at least 5 theme songs though. They fucking blessed us with just I forgot how just bonkers good the opening to Yu-Gi-Oh! Like the second like the Battle City opening, like
How can
when
you
it
forget?
updates. Oh my
It's the
god,
fucking best. It's so
it's so
amazing.
I played it twice the other night because first I listened to it because I hadn't listened to it in a
I
while.
let it
I just
rip all
I hear
the
it in my head
time.
often, but I don't actually go and seek it out. So I put it on, and I'm just amazed at just like at 11 fucking 30 in the morning,
It
my
was
10-year-old ass was just like.
just like it would just fucking rip, dude.
I'm 33 and I'm like, holy
This
shit!
just
Like it's
rips.
dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
Like it's insanely good. And like the anime, the Japanese openings. Don't get me wrong. For anime openings, they're fine. They're good.
I
They don't hold a fucking candle to
I
what we
think
got to
that
get.
very often as well. This is a little side note. I will go right back to Yu-Gi-Oh, but
Yeah, no.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the intro was my favorite show when I was like 4 or 5. The
Yeah,
intro is
everybody's.
Buckethead. It's Buckethead is the intro playing that. Like that's fucking crazy. It rips so it truly
It's
rips.
amazing. Yeah, it's one of the
So just
greatest
like
theme
as a
songs of
kid,
all
we were
time.
definitely super blessed by
Yeah.
these. And there's something to that, right? To like an experience having an intro
Yeah.
that is
Oh,
good.
intros
It
are so
matters. It
important.
matters.
And you
It
don't always get that because like a lot of anime openings are really good and you'd be upset if you heard like somebody
talk about
changed
a
it.
great one, Attack on Titan. Oof,
For sure.
just throwing
Imagine
them
if
out
like
there.
the English version of it was just like some English made song or something, or just that it's different at all. It would drive you nuts.
Yeah.
But like with Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't really care because I think it's rare you get one that's better. And
So interesting. I was actually thinking about this the
Americans
other
have a
day.
lot of
I'm watching this new sitcom and the intro to it fucking rips. And
yeah.
it is an important thing. And I guess especially when you're a kid, I think it matters even more because for the experience, I don't know. Especially like when you watch things on cable and you didn't have like a TV guide in the same way. Like I didn't have guide on my television to know when things were coming on. So I just
Yeah.
had the channel on and you just hear
Yeah.
that fucking theme song ripping. Yeah, come on, man. It
It's hard. Yeah.
matters.
It
Yeah.
does
Anyway,
matter. It does matter, and I think that's kind of why it does because it still matters now as adults. It's just it matters in a different
in a
way than
different
it did
way.
for us as kids.
Yeah.
Um, but like a good theme song, the Peacemaker theme song for season 1, it was just so good that
Yeah, I don't remember
and it
it.
was important. It was important.
I loved it
Um,
though. Yeah,
yeah,
loved
there's a
it.
new one for season 2, but it's also good.
Yeah. I know. I
But
haven't watched
like
that yet.
a show's like if a show has a good theme song, you're almost like, "Oh, wow, they put this much work into just making sure the opening theme was good. This show is probably really cared for."
I agree. I
But
listen.
Yu-Gi-Oh!
I love
We're getting
Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah,
so
we're getting
much, dude.
sidetracked.
I just
Um,
I can't I don't know what else to say. I love the anime. I love the card game. I love collecting the cards just to have them. This is my office. They are all over this fucking room. I mean, they are
yeah,
everywhere in this room. They're in my
that
basement. They're in my book. Like I have them
that
everywhere. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. I love Yu-Gi-Oh as a kid.
that's my mother's house
I
that you're
just love it.
describing. Like, there are just Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards
And it's
sporadically
and it's
throughout my
so important
house.
because I've also gone through multiple phases of this. Like when I was a kid, I couldn't afford I just couldn't afford them. We were poor, so I'd get like a couple packs here or there. But you got those tins. It was genius. So I could get a
Love the
red eyes and
tins.
I could get a blue eyes and a dark magician. It was genius. And then we went through a phase where we played when I was in college. Um, so we were buying them at like Toys R Us and stuff. And I had just like a couple bucks more, not very much. And now as an adult, I have as much money as I want to spend on Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And I've at times gone overboard and I have chilled out. But it's just yeah, and we're playing the game very seriously now. And it's good because we have 4 guys that really like to play. And
Yeah.
we all have at least 4 decks. So it's fun, man. And I will say, if you didn't, thank God we have 2 lawyers in that group because I will say the rules are completely fucked for this game. Like, once you get like
So you play
further,
like modern Yu-Gi-Oh? Like
yeah,
modern
yeah, yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
yeah, yeah,
cards? Yeah, I don't
yeah.
think I'd want to get into that.
It's fun. It's so much work, and
Yeah.
like when we play, you kind of have to study um like
Yeah.
for these tournaments and it is fun because of that, right? Like we all care, but the rules are just fucked and they're very
No doubt.
complicated. And
Mm.
again,
I can only imagine. By the time I stopped playing, the card game had gotten way past where it had started.
oh,
Um,
it's just the problem is it's super out of control and they don't use text consistently. And there's like again, I'm just very grateful that we have 2 lawyers that like it's our job to sit and read and break down words in that way. But my God, it's where like magic is so much better. It's just so much more consistent and easier to pick up. That's the real
yeah.
problem with modern Yu-Gi-Oh, which we can talk about for days, is that they've made it like it's damn near impossible to just Like even you, somebody who likes Yu-Gi-Oh, right?
Yeah.
Like even yours, like yeah, I don't think the
I'd rather
modern.
stay in the lane of like
It's
what I
because
played.
it's too much, man. It's so much to try to pick up and learn, and yeah, the barrier to entry is way too high. Not to
Dang.
mention the cost, but that's most games. But
Yeah.
that's why
That's
Magic is so
always
much
been the
better.
case
Yeah,
with
with
Yu-Gi-Oh
every
cards.
well, it's with every
Yeah,
like
with every
TCG, right?
hobby.
But
Yeah.
Magic is so much better because the rules are much easier to understand. But alas, I love Yu-Gi-Oh! I'll probably always love it. There will
Yeah.
probably be a day where I'm the only one playing it, but
I'll say this about the anime too is that really good show, really fun to watch. Love watching in this light of like Pandora being like, "Oh, you're gonna die. Like these saws are gonna hit your legs and you're gonna die." It's just like,
right.
okay, the stakes are high, but then a
This is
lot of the dialogue
crazy.
is
Yeah,
still
the
very like a
Shadow Realm.
kids WV like tech. So it's like it meshes strangely. Like it's kind of still just the kids show Yu-Gi-Oh, and then every once in a while it's like, well, you're gonna die. You're playing with your life.
Yeah.
Something happened today, and I know it's like classic Yu-Gi-Oh anime, but it was such I had forgot. But Yu-Gi-Oh pulls this out from time to time where like something that wouldn't happen is what saves like
Of course.
helps Yugi not lose his life points. Like it was like he was about to lose, and the episode ended with. So this is what happened. The guy used used I can't remember the card's name, but it allowed him to use the attack
Yeah,
of
it's the
his
guy with
monsters.
Slifer, right?
No, it's not the guy with Slifer. It's the
Okay.
guy that he's in the basement and he has the other dark magician.
Oh, so it is
And he has the
Pandora.
mask. It's
Yeah.
right before the Slifer fight.
Okay.
But he uses this move that allows him to attack Yugi's life points directly. Because Dark Magician is crucified at this point. He can't do
Right.
anything.
Right.
And the
And Dark
one Dark
Magician
Magician
dives
uses
in.
its ectoplasm to attack Yugi. He's gonna take his life points. And Dark Magician is just sitting there looking at him, and he turns himself into ectoplasm to block the attack because Yugi cares about his cards. And I was just like, oh, come on. Not that the show isn't contrived entirely, where his Facetown card could have just been something that made him not lose, like a
Yeah,
Yu-Gi-Oh
I mean
card
he cheats
reason.
all the
But
time.
instead, it
Just
was like
like
the holograms
right.
have a soul and a
Listen,
personality.
he
I'll
cheats
say
all the
this too.
time. Just cheat
It,
in the game, in the
at
actual
least
rules.
at least in the English dub of the anime, they're in a Shadow Realm fight. So you're in the Shadow Realm, and
Where
in
they're
that they kind of
alive.
where they're alive. But in
Yeah.
this, the Shadow Realm's not there. They're just playing
Yeah, it
with the
makes it a lot
hologram.
worse.
Yes.
Listen,
So that's
it
how
is
the episode ended,
something
and I was like, "Oh, that's
I will
so
admit about
lame."
Yu-Gi-Oh! If I didn't watch it when I was a kid, I could
It's still
see
good.
watching that and being like, that's a
Well,
little
it's an
silly.
anime, right? Like that's the anime version of this card game where like you have
Right.
to have that element of ridiculousness of like have the strength and the heart and blah 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 and it'll make magic happen and it's just like I would rather see Yugi just have a strategy ready
Just
to like
cheat. Just cheat the way he normally cheats. He just always has the perfect card on top. I'd rather you just cheat within the frame of the rules.
right
Yeah.
rather than just like if they
Yeah,
were just
whatever
playing this if
bullshit
they were
he's.
just playing this game on a
Yeah,
cardboard
Kaiba's
like
better. I don't know how to say it. Kaiba's a better duelist. Yugi cheats. I mean, that's just the case. Now, does he threaten to kill himself if he's going to lose? Yes. Yes, he does.
yeah, I don't know.
But
Their
anyway,
later duels get better.
Yu-Gi-Oh rocks.
Yu-Gi-Oh
We
does
could do a Yu-Gi-Oh sesh every time. I
We
love
really
it.
could, and we probably will. If you think this is the end of the Yu-Gi-Oh Renaissance in my home, you
You
are
got another thing
incorrect. Oh,
coming.
one more thing though, I do want to
One
say. What I
more.
like about the Japanese version too is the cards all have like they're styled like the Japanese cards, so they have like the text and it'll show if it's golden named. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
the name
cool.
is gold. Yeah, like it has exactly
Interesting.
what the card would look like in real life in
Yeah,
Japan, and I
that's
kind of
cool.
appreciate that because they fix that up. And I noticed that because if you when you go see the Yu-Gi-Oh movie, that's how the cards are
Yeah,
too.
they're different. Yeah.
And they left it, and I thought that was cool for the movie, but it's like no, just in the normal show, that's how it is. But we were afraid to put Japanese words on television back then because America doesn't have a problem with like things just being for English speaking white people or
Yeah.
anything. That recently, 2004. It's not that kind of show though.
But Yu-Gi-Oh is perfect, and we would not change it for anything. I love it so much, man.
I'm gonna have so much fun watching this anime, this
I know.
Japanese anime Yu-Gi-Oh.
I love it. Okay, I gotta grab a glass of water. I'm sorry, dude. I have a tummy ache from a Mountain Dew
Jake thirsty.
slushie.
Jake,
No,
have
I
a
have a tummy ache because I fucking chugged this. I'm
from our
disgusting.
sponsor. Our
Hey,
sponsor gave
Mountain Dew will not give you a tummy ache. Code DARK.
our next sponsor will be Pepto Bismol. What else we got, Jake? What else we got?
Code DARK at mountaindew.com.
I changed our sponsor to Pepto Bismol while you were gone.
Tums. 2 seconds.
You're good.
Long day, dude. Trying to get ready to go on vacation on Friday and it's just killing me at work. I saw Weapons on Friday. Do you know anything about it?
Well, after you told me that you had seen it, I actually went and watched it. So
no shit. Did you really?
Did
you really?
Yeah, I watched it yesterday at work.
Let's go. How did you watch it? At work? Not the Bay. You're not Blackbeard, are you?
I'll probably edit this part out, but yeah, I've been sailing this.
What did you think about it?
Listen, I need to phrase this right. Because I feel like when I told some of my coworkers about how I felt about it, I came off extremely negative. And I didn't mean to come off super negative.
Okay.
I liked this movie. I liked it. It had some good moments. There's nothing wrong with this movie.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with it. And honestly, I have to call it the entire system for this. It's nobody's fault, really. But so the problem with Rotten Tomatoes, and maybe this is a me thing, maybe it's a Rotten Tomatoes thing, is you see something has a 90-something%. And in your head,
you have that problem. You can't go into these things
your
with expectations.
brain tells you that the score is 90-something%, and not that 94% of critics like the movie. Like, that bases it on how much they liked it. You can give something a 3 out of 5 and it still gets a positive. And as long as the ratio is 96% people liked it, that's what it gets.
The popcorn meter is at 85.
It's at 85 now?
The popcorn meter. I think that's
I should have checked
accurate.
Wait, is that the audience?
Yes.
Okay. I would agree. I'd put it somewhere more. I think that's a pretty accurate
rating for that movie.
I think critics are just so starved for anything that's a different thing than a superhero movie. They will rave about a movie that really is just, it's good. Don't get me wrong. I liked it. There are things I'm going to say very positive things about this movie. But I mean,
okay.
It didn't change my life.
I
thought the ending kind of sucked.
Let's start. There's a lot of things that have to be said about this.
What did you think about it?
It's a horror movie. Okay.
Yes.
Horror movies are not going to
be on their own. Right.
They're
I
not,
know, and I went into it like it was gonna.
Category of film.
I went into it like I was gonna.
They're never going to.
This is kind of a thriller movie more than it's a horror.
So let me say this again. It's a horror thriller. So I think thrillers.
I think it's a thriller with elements of horror.
Well, but like a thriller could also be an action thriller. Like Mission Impossible is a thriller movie. Okay.
Well, I'm going to compare this movie to another movie later. But
so here's like my important distinction, and like this goes towards me liking it and why I was down to go see it. I don't like horror movies like Paranormal Activity or like The Conjuring. Honestly, I think that's all slop fucking garbage.
It's way better than that. Yeah.
Okay. If you
like I said, 85 is.
I think that's a fair score. If you really like horror that is thriller horror, like if you like that genre a lot, you will like this movie. Like you will like this movie.
You will like it though.
But
I went into it like I'm gonna love this thing.
But are any of these movies life-changing? No, dude. They're horror movies. Like they all at the end of the day,
it was hard for me to separate that. It was so much like a thriller. I had to remind myself.
They have to do something supernatural that is a little ridiculous to make them work.
And you saw it
in the theater.
You saw it in a theater. So like, did the jump scares like affect you?
Yes,
they didn't affect
because that's also important about horror thriller movies that I would highly recommend. Always seeing them in theater or watching them in your basement with the lights off on a big TV. I think that's important too because you have to be
not on your computer in the back of a van.
I think you have to be put in the mood for these kind of movies where you will turn your brain into the suspension of disbelief.
That's fair.
Do you think that's fair as well? Because
I think you'll have a better time seeing this movie in that kind of setting.
100%.
Still don't think it was like, whoa.
But again, I can't say enough. Find me one of these movies that is like that. Because and I had a little bit of vitamins beforehand. And by a little bit, I mean I had the whole Flintstone family, if you know what I'm saying. So I was locked in, right? And that helps.
I was stone cold sober. So what you're saying is you got to be a little fucked up to like
but
this
that's
movie.
a lot of these movies. You have to suspend, you have to be able to suspend belief. I think that's important. I think it's a good movie.
I like getting
for this
high
genre.
for movies. I wish I could have got high for it.
I
but
think
I knew
it's
the
a
only
good
way I was
movie. I actually think it's a really good movie in this genre. A really good movie in this genre because what I
like that description. I like that description
because what I went into this with is this guy's first movie. I fucking hated, and everybody else really liked.
You did tell me that.
Fucking hated it, and I think it's like one of the worst movies I've ever seen. And it's Barbarian, and everybody else loves it. So I'm like, maybe I'm just a cretin who doesn't understand film. I don't know. But this is his next movie, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought it was fun. I don't know.
It is still a good movie. That's why I wanted to preface it with, like, when I was talking to my coworkers, I felt like I sounded rather negative.
Now, okay.
When really I did like it.
Because things for me that makes like one of these movies good, does it rely on jump scares? I think jump scares are like the corniest, trashiest thing ever. I don't think it does. Does it have a couple of them?
It doesn't rely on them.
But it doesn't have a couple of them, but that's fine. Okay.
And they're usually fake outs. There's not a lot that are like there were some
really, I thought there was some stuff that was like really creepy that did work on me, that like
some visuals
freaked me out.
There were some visuals
that freaked me out. I didn't know where the story was going or what's happening. I think the kids running like this creeps me the fuck out in general, which I appreciated. I thought Josh Brolin
I
was
wasn't
good in
creeped
the movie.
out by that because I thought it looked like Naruto running. So I just kind of laughed at them.
Oh, dude, it was freaky in the theater.
It was freaky though. It was freaky, but like that's a personal thing.
I appreciate something that you're like, you've made something
at the end when they're running like that.
It's freaky, man. It is a good movie. There's a couple things in it that, like, I think these movies are really hard to talk about without spoiling it, so I hope we're doing good.
We should probably talk about what it's even about.
Okay, I can set the scene on this one because I didn't know you were going to see it. In the movie, it starts after a major event happens, and the major event is that 17 kids go missing from like a first or second, third grade class, somewhere there, all except one kid and the teacher. All 17 kids go missing. And you learn very quickly, like immediately, that they all ran out of their house at the exact same time in the middle of the night. And this is showing the after effects of like what happened and trying to solve why this happened. And the movie's done from a few different perspectives and it goes through them. And I think that's done really well.
I like that. I like that.
And I think there's two great actors in it. I think that Josh Brolin is obviously great.
Dude, I think everybody in this is pretty goddamn
I think they're really good. I honestly think it's a good fucking movie.
Very well done.
I can't remember
performances are well done.
The actress's name who's in Ozark, that is the teacher. I think she's like the new horror woman. I think she's excellent in this.
She's the Silver Surfer in the new Fantastic Four movie.
Yes, she is. I think she's really good.
Oh yeah,
I think she's really good.
Ehrenreich, I haven't seen him in something in a long time.
I think actually all these performances are really good. I really do. I think the story is told in a way that makes sense. My complaints are very brief. I think there's a couple really cheesy moments. Like there's one that's like blaringly bad. And I think with all of these horror mystery thriller things, in the end, they always feel just...
I didn't like the ending.
I was
fine with the ending.
Okay, we'll get into the specifics of the ending.
Right.
I just want to say,
but we can talk vaguely about it.
The twist of these films, in the end, always feels a little like my problem is it's like out of left field. Well,
that's the thing. I was saying this to my coworker. I was like, you're presented with this kind of like whodunit kind of storyline, but the thing is, you as a viewer
have no chance to
never predicted.
So that's my only complaint.
And I think 20 minutes, they're like, this is what happened.
I think that's fine because I still think it's a good movie. I think it's really a movie. I just don't exactly love when that's the case, and I think that's fine. I think
fulfill the what the rest was presenting.
But
Even the
to
scariness
me,
of
I
the
guess for
fucking
me,
ant.
the way the movie is done, I'm not sitting there the whole time quite exact. And this is gonna sound silly because it's what the movie is about. I'm not
Be
sitting there the
silly.
whole time thinking what happened to these kids. And I think it does that decently well because the whole beginning of the movie,
I
you're kind
was.
of the whole beginning of the movie, you're kind of worried about what's going to happen to this teacher, you
Yeah.
know. So it does really well that's like the scary stuff at the beginning is
You
like
do care about the personal characters
it's
that you're
more about the
following.
characters at first than the kids. So it does really well that I wasn't totally concerned of where in that
Yeah.
moment. And then yeah, I thought that was really well done, and so that made me not care so much about like what exactly happened to the kids and being this left turn. I'm not a big
Yeah.
fan of when that's the case, that you never in a million years could have figured out what happened, and not because
Yeah.
you're not smart, because it's literally not there.
It's just
But
not there until the movie
but
decided, well, we only
it's
got 20
there.
minutes. We
But
better wrap her up.
but it is good, and
It's fine.
and
Yeah,
I
it's
thought
acceptable.
I thought what the yeah
You
I think it's
entertained me for the rest of this, so I suppose I'll let this slide.
I think if you're like in that mood for like a horror thriller, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say a mystery, but like a horror thriller, I think it's a really good one. I can't name one that is exactly better in
See,
that genre.
here's the thing. I don't know if it belongs in the same genre, but I'm gonna describe a movie that's
Tell me it really
similar
quick.
with the same
Tell me it.
similar premise, but better done. And it's the movie The Prisoners with Hugh Jackman and Jake Gyllenhaal, where Hugh Jackman's daughters get kidnapped, and it's a whodunit for the whole fucking movie.
But is it a horror movie?
It's a little horror-esque. It's kind of a psychological horror movie. So
Yeah.
no, it's not. Yeah, exactly. So they're not in the same genre, but they're similar premises that I just like the way
But
that
see,
one
that
plays
sounds
out
more like a
better.
mystery. I just
But
don't
it's like that's what this movie wanted to be until
but
at
I
the end it
don't
was like,
think it
remember,
is.
we're a horror
I don't
movie.
think it is, but that's what I'm trying to get across. I don't think it is actually a mystery. But
No, it's not, but it
I
presents
think he
itself as
has this
such.
problem in his films in general that you're kind of
I
confused
didn't
as
see
to
the
what.
last one.
So I think you kind of like, what exactly is this movie trying to do? What I think he did well in better for me in this one is because what I've already stated about the characters, and by going um character by character, he takes you away from actually what happened to these kids, and it does take the mystery element away from it. For me, that's
Mhm.
how I felt during it. So I was along for the ride pretty well.
I guess I was along for the ride, but I also never stopped being like, what's going on with these kids?
See,
I
I
need to
never
know.
cared, but
Because every
again,
character
I think it
other than the
helps.
stoner guy cares about
But like
what's
the
going on
cop
with them.
doesn't care, and
I guess
really
the cop doesn't care.
the
I like the
teacher,
cop story.
while she cares, has her own storyline going on, right? She's with the cop. She's being like kind of like hunted and tormented by this community.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
not exact. She's not. Here's my point.
Her
She's not
her portion
actively.
perspective was the best part.
So she's not actually trying to figure out what happened to these kids. Is that
Mhm.
fair?
She's she's looking in that one motherfucker's house.
Okay, but
The
because
house to
she's
where the
kind of
kids are.
but not because she's trying to figure out if the kids are in there. She's trying to like figure out what's going on with the one kid. Okay, that's what right?
Yeah. It
Okay,
seemed like it was through that one kid though she'd figure out the rest. Like it seemed like,
fair.
especially when she saw the newspapers and was
But
looking through the fucking
but the
house
point is, she's not trying to figure out the mystery. That's
at
what all I'm trying
first
to say. Okay, but is that fair? That's when you're in her perspective, that's not what she's doing.
till the end of it. Yeah.
But she's okay in that last moment from the perspective of the principal. He's not trying to figure out what happened to those kids.
No, you're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a lot of the story, that is where I think the story is weird, is
Mhm.
that, again, that's why I don't even know that it is a mystery, because you're not the only person trying to figure out what happened is Josh Brolin. Nobody else, like the stoner or the cop, they don't care, you know? So
Yeah.
maybe that's why I'm trying to like figure out why I didn't think about this,
Yeah.
but until right now, that you are right, that I didn't care. I just didn't care about what happened to those kids for a period of time.
And you're right. Like I think that is what the movie is going for. I think just me as a person never stop being like,
Yeah,
where
I wish you
where
would have seen
where
it
are
in
the
a different
kids?
setting. I'd like to see if
I
you've seen
enjoyed
it.
how I watched it though. I still had a
But
I
so
still had a nice
I
time
think
watching it. It
this
wasn't a
movie
theater.
is for people that like Midsummer. I don't know if you've ever seen
I've
that
never
one.
seen that, but I've heard
So
about
I
it. Yeah.
think this is kind of along like that kind of movie.
Hmm.
Hereditary. I think it's in that
What was the
vein.
one I just watched one a couple months ago on the van. I was just bored one day, and one of my coworkers told about. It's got oh my god, who's the fucking famous guy that's in it? This is killing me, man. This is killing me. I can't remember the name of this. It's like the name is like religious based. Hold on, I'll get it. Okay, I just gotta look up. Show more characters. God damn it, Hugh Grant. Hugh Grant's in it.
Oh,
Heretic.
yeah, I just
Heretic.
watched. I watched that.
You watched that?
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed that. Like, I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that was the kind of movie that's kind of similar
Different
to this
movie.
movie
Yeah, I hear you.
in the same genre, at least,
Yeah,
where I just liked it more. But it kind of also has a random ending.
I didn't like that as much as I liked this. But
See, I
I
think I
will
like
say,
that movie more.
I will say, to this director's credit, it is a unique movie.
Yeah.
That is fair. It's a very unique movie. It's a unique plot. The way it's told is also like we're talking about how so much of this is like driven around the characters, and it's not even about them solving the 17 kids missing. I think it's a unique movie.
I think it is. Yeah, a unique movie is a good way to. My thing is always though, like unique does not always
I agree with
mean
that. I totally agree with that.
the best. And I
I
think
just
like
happen to also like it.
critically, critics were like, "This is unique."
Is it the
Win for
best movie
being
I've ever
unique.
seen?
No,
No.
but
But
it's good.
again,
I,
I
I
think
do want to emphasize
horror
one thing I
thrillers aren't
really
great
enjoy.
movies. I don't think
I
they're great movies.
Right, you're right, you're right. So it's a low bar to just get to the top of, anyways. You're right. I like the visuals. There were a lot of good. I like the spooky video when it showed like the boy like in her dream of him like making the creepy
Oh,
face
the
and like
movie's fucked
even
up.
the
If you're
fucking aunt.
dude,
She was like scary throughout the
dude,
movie, and then she
there's
was just a weird
so
looking
much
old lady at the end.
genuinely, dude, those kids, it silences and those we're gonna get into time for spoilers. It's time for spoilers. Those kids, when they are doing that running with no sound off in the middle of the
Mhm.
night, I know you see it
Yeah.
as an Naruto run, their little feet slapping.
Hmm.
That shit is so fucking creepy. When she
Yeah.
has his parents stab themselves in the face with forks, dude, that's fucking creepy.
Yeah,
It's a
ouch. Yeah.
creepy fucking movie.
It's got creepy factors for sure.
It's got
Though I was
creepy
not
shit.
scared and I did not have dreams about it.
No.
As I was watching it, I was like, "Ooh, this could
But
stop any
so that's
second."
important to me. For
Yeah.
me, and this is very personal, I think
Okay.
movies that are like, oh, you're scared because it's just showing you like the most fucked up possible things and all these jump scares. I just think that's garbage. Like I just think it's really, really bad. I don't think they're good movies. I don't think they're fun to watch. This is at least interesting. That's
Mhm.
me. Um,
Yeah. No, it was. That's like I said, 85, perfect place
that's a
for this
fair
movie.
score. Okay, let's talk
That is
about
how I feel
the
about it.
cheesiest thing I've seen in a long time, and I would
Okay.
just love. I just can't, for the fucking life of me, understand why this decision was made. First off, I don't understand why in Josh Brolin's scene, when he falls asleep, that he is able to like dream walk over to the house where the kids are. Okay?
Yeah.
That in itself, but again, I'm in these kind of movies especially, I'm like just take me on the ride. And I
Yeah.
think that's fair.
But after the ride, you're like, "What were those bumps
So
on
I'm
the
okay with
ride?"
that. I think it's weird. You don't have to explain everything, but I think it's weird. But why on God's earth in that scene they just have, and I understand why, so I'm not stupid, but above the house is a floating, it's an M16, it's not even an AR-15, it's an M16 that's floating and spinning like you're playing Call of Duty
I have
Zombies.
absolutely no fucking clue what that was
It
about
is it
at
is
all.
maybe the I watch some bad movies and I really shit on them. That is the dumbest thing I have seen in a movie. And it's a good fucking movie. It's a well shot movie. I think it's a good
I'm
I think it's
sitting there thinking like,
I
are
think it's
they aliens that
I'm like,
abducted
are they
these kids?
aliens? Is it a school shooting? Like, what is this? Are we like going back in time somehow, and there was a school shooting, and everyone has amnesia. Dude, it's just a floating M16 spinning like a fucking Call of Duty video game from 2009. It is the dumbest, and it's because they're all weapons, and this is what... It is the dumbest, worst thing I have ever... I can't even begin to describe how shocking it is that in a movie that is this good, that scene is in there. I can't believe it. Because I bring it up to Tori later, and she, before I was like, so we're like, oh, it's amazing, we really love the movie, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, so there was some really cheesy, horrible shit in that, right? And I go, yeah. And she brings it up. And, and I'm like, and she goes, with horror movies, there's going to be cheesy stuff. And I said, yeah, but not like that. And the graphics of it were horrible. It was so bad. I cannot believe that made it through any rounds of edits of that film. That like somebody made the conscious decision to leave that in. It was like, I'm sitting there and I'm enjoying this movie. And again,
it's a disservice.
I had every Flintstone vitamin. I mean, I had them all. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Velma.
I had Fred, Velma, Barney. I am fucking serious. And dude, I just could not believe. I'm like kind of looking to see if anybody else is making faces about a floating M16 above a house. It was the weirdest shit ever.
Oh. And you know what's even crazier? That's before you're like, it's a dream. But like the movie the movie is like telling you like it's not a dream yet.
Right.
Like, so when that's happening, you're like, what the fuck is happening?
But maybe the
here?
shittiest attempt at foreshadowing I've literally ever seen. I don't think student films in high school would make like I just can't
without reason, like how he just got that info.
But also just like it's just like a spinning. Dude, I could sit here and just bitch for another 20 minutes about how bad that scene is.
Since we're just into spoilers too and we're kind of bitching, I do want to talk about like some of the ending shit that happened.
Okay, tell me.
Because there were a few.
I didn't hate the ending, so tell me what I should hate.
I didn't hate it, but I was also like,
tell me what I should not like.
I'll tell you exactly what you shouldn't like. I want to know where
I might disagree.
Where I want to start with this, but like, what exactly was she getting from having all those children there? Was she absorbing?
Yeah, she's absorbing her life force. Yeah.
Has she always been able to, like, her abilities were just very unclear because it didn't seem like she was all that much better.
But I think that is I think that's how these movies work, right? Is they're not going to expressly tell you of how that's happening, and I understand that. But she's dying. But she's dying when she just has the two parents, and she says to the kid, to Alex, I thought that coming here would make me better. She says that
I need to feed off more people.
And then she's like, and then, there's always this idea of like kids' life essence being more valuable. So that made sense to me.
But well, to me, it was just a lot at once. It was like, there's voodoo shit going on here. And she's like a soul succubus vampire thing too. It was just a lot of things being thrown at me that I was just like, why? Why does she need all the kids and just his? Okay. Like it just, that part got a little like I get it, but I'm also just like, this is a lot at once.
So that is, I think
her voodoo powers in general are like vague to me as well. Just like how those exactly work or don't work.
So I think it's fair. I understand how it all works, and I understood what was happening.
No. I get how it works, but I don't think how it works is consistent or good.
I think it's fair to say it all happens really fast, but I think that's what happens in these kind of movies in general, is that like a cliff happens and you just are like,
I don't think I find that as a good enough excuse.
But it's just the genre. Like, I think that's just the genre. And but for me, that is why the genre has a different bar to it. Because you have,
I think even with that bar for me, I'm like, come on.
But what was wrong with her powers? Why did you think that was wrong?
I was having a really hard time figuring out what the fuck she could do for like it's the end of the movie. This is the plot twist. And I'm just sitting here thinking, okay, she can do voodoo because she has this stick thing. So this stick thing and what she does is the power. She doesn't literally have power. And then later I'm like, and by later I mean 3 or 4 minutes, I'm like, oh, she has some sort of power. Like she's
But maybe
also
the power comes from using it, right? Like, you see in other things. I think what the movie does a little
sure.
bit. So I think what
I
the movie
think with
does a little
time to
bit. What
think
you're,
about it, you can get
but
there.
I
But
think
like
that's where
as
you're
I'm
getting at.
watching it,
I think
I'm
what the
like,
movie does a little bit is assumes that you've seen other things, right? Because it's the idea that, okay, she's using this tree and using voodoo, and as a result, it's kind of sucking her life force away, and now she's trying to keep herself alive.
yeah.
I think that is where it's going. And of
I
course, you
think
have
it
to.
just doesn't show enough for me is all. Like when she first was starting to feel better, I didn't quite get right away like, oh, she can just drain people's energy
Yeah,
somehow.
yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. It's
I did
fine.
get
It's
that. I did get
really
that.
fine. But I'm
Yeah.
just like, in the moment I'm sitting there thinking like I'm already pissed off that like I could have never solved the whodunit. So and then it's all this even crazier stuff. And also she's just less creepy. Like I know that she has these powers at the end, yet she's less creepy than she's been the entire movie to me at this point. Like she was freaky looking in this little scenes that you saw her before like
Mhm.
she showed up at school to be a person. And then I was just like, "Oh, she's just like an old lady with cancer. They're gonna get her, aren't they?" And
Yeah,
they
but at the
do.
same time, she's got like a horde of death happening around her that she's causing. That's
Yeah.
it's pretty scary, no?
I don't know. I
But
think
in
by that
every one
point,
of okay,
yeah, I
but you
wasn't
can't
scared
say, "Oh,
anymore.
they're gonna kill her," like, that's some shocking thing. That's every movie like this, that every
No, it's
single
not
horror
though. No,
it's like
it's
either
not.
they kill
They
them or
don't
they don't,
always. So it
but
could
that's
go that
it.
way. And
It
don't get me wrong, I like how it like I think that scene with the kids chasing her was fucking awesome. And I loved when they got her and they just ripped her apart. I was like, "All right, this is what we paid for. This is what we didn't pay for."
so I like the ending. The only thing and I liked everything you didn't like, I did enjoy. The only thing I would have liked is maybe, like, showing something that, like, Alex was affected by the kid by using the
Sure.
voodoo. I think
Yeah.
that could
Well,
have
that's
been done.
I'll say this too though. To use your point, to give you reasoning here. It's just how these movies
It is
go
what they
though. They
do. It
do
is what they
just
do. It
kind of
leaves it open
drop.
for a sequel is the big
Uh,
thing, I think.
oh god, I
But
hope not. I like when something's good and you just have it
I
and that's
think it
it.
won't have one just
'Cause I do
because
think it's good.
I think this director does unique things, so I don't think they would do another one. I
I think
would
it'd
have
be
liked
silly
to
to do
see
it
that.
again.
Oh, but man, there was some shit in there that made my fucking spine crawl. Like when he little stuff, and I appreciate more. I okay, like when they're pulling her apart and literally pulling
Yeah,
her head apart, that doesn't
yeah.
like freak me out or anything.
No,
Shit that
I
freaks
loved
me
it.
out. Yeah, I love it. Shit that freaks me out, dude. When that cop puts his hand in the drug guy's
Oh,
pocket and gets
yeah,
stabbed by the syringe,
right after he
and
said
then
and then
and
again when he stabs him
when
with
he
all of
hits him
them.
in the face with it, oh
Yeah. Ouch, yeah.
fuck, oh
Yeah, I was
fuck.
worried about him there. I
That's
was like, "Oh, no."
brutal shit. Like that to
Yeah,
me is oh, that is
yeah.
rough.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun little as a horror movie, yeah, it is top quality.
I can't the problem is I'm not a huge fan of the genre. I watch them all because it's like Tori loves them.
Yeah,
Um, for me, I think that there aren't that many better that I've watched that I was actually interested in. I found myself like cringing up at times. I did feel suspense, right? Like I
yeah.
did feel that suspensefulness.
Mhm.
And like for me, that's all it takes for one of these movies to be good. And it isn't like cheap jump scare, like, oh, a
No.
ghost. Ah.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
think what I do
Sometimes it's
think,
just like, the jump scare is just a freaky visual that they're putting at you, and you're like,
yeah,
"Ooh."
but
Yeah,
like, yeah, I think where this, I think the best that this stuff has ever, the best of horror I've ever seen is The Haunting of Hill House. but it's like done in a television show. So I think it's a little bit, it has more time to develop,
Yeah.
But now, of
Yeah.
course, I would say, well, maybe it's just better a medium as a TV show, but that's a one-off, like
Yeah.
that's a one of a kind, just excellent show. Because
Yeah.
even the second one's not that good. So
I like Fly Manor. It was
it's just
fine.
not as good as the first one. The first one is
Yeah.
excellent, excellent, excellent. All in
Fly Manor
all,
was
I
one of the
think
first shows Miranda and I watched together.
this is a good movie. I think it's a really good movie. I think if you like the genre, you will love this movie. If you don't,
Here's the thing. I think it's a really good one of these kind of movies, but I can't put it on the chart of really good movie, like one of the best movies. It's a good one of these. It's a really good one of these movies.
yeah, I think that's fair. I just think
But
you
that
have
grading
to
scale is smaller
want
than
to
others.
watch one of these kind of movies. But I
Yeah.
feel that about this genre in general, that you just have to want to watch that kind of film,
Yeah.
But that's the difference, right? It's not a blockbuster film. It's not for everybody. That's why blockbuster films make more money, because they're for everybody.
Word of mouth did this movie wonders.
Yeah,
It made quite a bit of money for like
but
what
is
kind of
that
movie it
fair
is.
that you have to want to watch one of these kind of movies? And if you do,
Yeah, I agree.
this is and if you do, I don't think you'll be disappointed with it.
I am
Except
glad
for a
I set
spinning
the time
M16.
aside to watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that part was weird.
But like if you want to watch that kind of movie, this is a great fucking movie. I think that's fair.
Yeah. No, that's perfect. Honestly, dude, you've made me feel better about it. Not that I ever hated it. I really want to emphasize. I have issues that I just have with it, but that doesn't mean I
I
don't like it a lot. I have issues with
I
most
think it's
things I
really
like a lot.
good. I think it's a much better movie than his last one. Like a much better movie than his last one. It's unique. And I know you keep being like, just because it's unique, but it is unique. Okay, it is. And that is good because it's a good movie that's unique. That's fair.
If you think about it, everything on the planet is unique.
Yeah, except when I watched
No
Superman for the
two things are the
19th
same.
time. For the 19th time. So it is nice to see
When you watch what for the 19th time?
Superman. Like I've been having Superman stories since I was 4. Do you know what I mean? That's all. And I think that's fair. I think that's fair that people get burnt out of the same characters over and over and over again. And yes, they're different in each iteration. I do agree. I love the movie, but I think it's fair to want something unique in this regard. But it is a good movie. It is. It is. Just you have to be in the mood for that. Would I watch this on Christmas? No. Like
Great Halloween time flick.
it's a great fucking Halloween time movie. It's a great fucking Halloween time movie that freaked me out. Yeah, it's good. If you're in the mood, I recommend. And I think the way it's told is interesting. I think I cared about the
I
characters
do
as
like
they
the
went along.
perspective shifts.
Yes, the perspective changes and caring about the characters. It's a big step up from the last one for me, and it's exciting for me because I think he's a director that's going to keep getting high budgets and good scripts. And I'll actually be excited for his next one. In saying that, let's transition
Yeah,
to a
I check it out.
let's transition to a movie that I did not like.
That you did not like?
Dude,
Oh no.
let me say this about Suicide Squad. I
Did you watch
cannot
the right one?
Yeah, 2021. I cannot believe that I am so happy that I've watched the Peacemaker TV show before I watched the Suicide Squad movie. Because I probably would not have watched the show if I watched the movie first.
I'll tell you what, going into the show after watching the movie, I was like, how? I'll say this, the show is so good that it doesn't matter.
The
Like, I
show
felt
is
that way. I went into the
so
show just like,
good.
what was it about Peacemaker that they were going to make a show about him?
But
And then I
here's the
watched it.
problem about that movie. What
You didn't like it at
dude,
all?
what? Here's why I didn't like it. And I think the problem is
Wow,
that
I love this
I've
movie.
just watched multiple superhero movies that are like Superman is so much better. And Fantastic Four is a lot better, in my opinion. Because,
Oh, God.
dude,
I disagree
what? I
entirely.
can't believe in Suicide Squad and watching that movie, you said that about Peacemaker.
The Suicide Squad. We want to make that clear.
I don't know how you could watch that movie and think they needed to make a television show about any of the characters because none of them have anything more than like 2 sentences that is like a backstory or anything. That movie to me is exactly why these stories were comic books, because the movie I just didn't care about a single second of the movie. Once they compiled the crew, I thought the opening was good.
I feel bad I pointed you in this movie's
No,
direction.
I had to watch it. This is good. This is what reviewing things is. This is good. I think the opening is good. I think the building of the team is good. And then from there, I just cared not one singular % about the rest of the movie. Like, not even a bit. It's like goofy, but like not. And I just can't believe that the Peacemaker TV show came out of this, because that show is so goddamn good that I just don't even understand how this happened. Now,
I don't run into this a lot. It's a really high-rated movie.
I just don't. Maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I just don't get it. Maybe. But like,
this movie made me laugh. This movie made me feel things.
I felt nothing.
Especially after the first.
Dude, I struggled to finish it. I gave not a singular fuck about any of these characters. I liked a couple scenes. Did
you laugh?
Dude, not only did I not laugh, I cringed at like how not fucking funny some of it is.
Ooh, we're just on totally different realms with this movie. It felt
like bad Marvel at times. It felt like they were swearing and being like gory, just like if I was.
Oh wow! See, I think that's funny, that kind of stuff.
But it's like
you didn't like when Polka Dot Man saw his mom and everything.
Yeah, that's okay. That was funny. That's a character I liked. I like Polka Dot Man. Okay, that I was down with
howled when I first watched this movie and saw him.
I can agree that that's good. I don't know that I was howling, but the problem is, I think that's funny right now. But when I was watching the movie, I was so annoyed with how bad I thought the movie was that I was struggling to care. The plot to this is just like so fucking thrown together. I cannot believe that in the middle of this film, they're like, oh yeah, by the way, there's like there's a coup d'etat happening, but then also a revolution happening that we're gonna help that, as well as like an alien starfish happening as well. Then I'm like, what are we doing? Like, what is like the revolution thing in the middle just did not need to be there. Like, I wish I had more from Idris Elba's character. But you're talking, like, here's where I struggle. You're talking about, in the last movie, well, obviously they're just going to kill her. Suicide Squad. These are the bad guys, the prisoners. They did some bad shit. But obviously they're going to make the right decision perfectly at the end to just do everything right. You know? That's why at least Peacemaker's an interesting character, that he's like, hey, nope, I gotta keep peace at any cost, no matter who has to die, man, woman, or child. That's an interesting character.
He's in the movie doing
character. But the rest of them, it's just like, nope.
Can't make them all that.
But at the end, it's just like, yep, we're gonna do all the right things. And the rats are gonna kill the demon alien that can destroy the whole world. What the fuck?
I'm gonna be very interested in some of your, as the DCU goes on, because to me, all these things, I'm just like, oh yeah, that's how this is a comic book come to life. Like, this is a movie being a comic book.
So I agree, it is a comic book, but I think
like
maybe
that
should be a television series. I think that's where I struggle, is that like, is this really worth a blockbuster film? Like, to me, no, because I can watch like the whole story is like an episode of television. Like, alien comes down, we defeat the alien, good guys win again. Like, that could have been a 22-minute episode for me. Oh, and then maybe they could also have the revolution happening on the side in that episode. I just don't know how they got a script and they were like, we're going to build the team, we're going to have a coup d'etat, we're going to kill the leader of a country, we're going to have a revolution, and we're going to have an alien. Oh, the alien's actually funded by the United States, we're bad guys. Oh, we have to kill the alien. Like, who the fuck, like, how
everybody's bad guys.
But like, what kind of script? I just, is it, if I totally turned my brain off and I hadn't seen a superhero movie, I could watch it and be like, that's fun. But as a movie where I like just didn't give a shit about a single character, that's hard for me. That's hard for me to not
See, and that's where
care.
I'm opposite. I think the movie does a really good job of showing me why I should care and like giving me little for
But
a movie. Like I'm
okay,
not looking to get a fucking 2-hour backstory on a character in a movie that's only
but
2 hours
but you
long.
don't know. But like this is
That's what I
but
like about
what
James
I
Gunn's pacing is like
but
he
I
gives me
think that's
enough of a
what's so
backstory.
difficult because we just watched what's the show we watched? The DC show.
Yeah, Creature Commandos. Because
Dude,
I think it's the same thing. It's the same time
no, dude,
space.
it's not the same thing at all. Because in Creature Commandos, you have an episode per character showing you,
Well,
hey,
here's the thing. All of the flashbacks in Creature Commandos are really good, but the main plot of the show is not. Like it's just
okay, but
basic.
this is
It's the
maybe the
opposite.
difference in what we care
Yeah.
about is that I
Yeah.
care about characters. I tell you this all the time. I love those characters so much
But a
that
movie doesn't have the
when the
time. Yeah.
weasel dies in Suicide Squad, I was legitimately upset. I'm like, is this motherfucker really dead? I like him a lot.
It takes place before Creature
I
Commandos,
understand
though.
that, so I was confused as to what was happening. But I was
Yeah.
like, dude, I love the weasel. I hope he's not dead. But
Yeah.
like the reason I should care about each character is like Idris Alba. He has a daughter. He does not support his daughter. His daddy was mean to him. The reason I should care about the rat girl. My daddy was scientist. He likes rats. It's like 2 seconds that I just don't care about. Peacemaker, the show is so good. It's so
Yeah.
good because we like
Well, once
really
again,
dive into.
you just like when they give a lot of time to these backstories. A 2-hour movie doesn't have time to give it that.
I
And
know.
luckily,
So,
Peacemaker gets his show
but
to
maybe
get
that's what I'm
that.
saying is that maybe to me these should just. I just don't see the value in this as a movie because
I feel like
can you
that's
at
gonna
least
turn you
say.
off about a lot of movies then.
But I like a lot of movies. I love Superman. So can we at
Yeah.
least go to this? Can we at least say this? Can you at least agree that like the whole you can love the movie? Can you at least agree that like the whole thing with the foreign government and like Harley Quinn's in there and she kills him, but then like a new guy steps up, but then they're like, oh, there's a revolution. Oh, the US is involved. Like, what are we doing? Like that is just a lot to be happening as like our
I don't know. I
main.
think those parts kind of weave together real nice to make them come together by the end. I'm fine with a movie having two different storylines going
The
on throughout
revolution
it.
thing was just like not a storyline that was just like super thrown into me that I'm like, what are we doing? So these guys that are so bad, like but they're not. I understand, but they're like not. But
Yeah.
they've just like the perfect of like,
The
not only did
criminals.
we
It doesn't mean
show
they're
up and we're
bad.
gonna do all the right things, we're also gonna support a revolution and overthrow the government, and we're gonna put the United States in their place. We're doing it all.
I
Like,
don't think they all do feel that way actually throughout the movie. At least the main like they're thrown into situations that are asking that of them, but I don't think they're ever like this is what we need to do. Even at the end when they decide to go fight Cesaro, they're like, "Fuck, I fucking hate that I feel this way. Let's go. Let's fucking go." Like I don't know. I think in every situation they're in, they're just like, "Yeah, we're on this fucking mission because this bitch
okay,
got bombs in our
something where
heads."
this is actually done really well is in Mistborn, where the characters, the
Yeah, once
characters,
again, a book has way more time.
but
I don't know what you're
but the book has built where these characters are like, why are we doing this job that's not like we're supposed to be thieves and bad guys, and we're gonna do this job? And it's like, well, yeah, you really believe it that they are trying. It just, I don't know, man. It just felt so much just like pandering of action and just we're gonna swear because we're cool and we're the Suicide Squad and we don't
huh.
really care about the backstory of the
I
characters because
guess
we're
I didn't mind the
cool.
swearing when I watch a movie that's
I like
R-rated. I'm
swearing
like,
too.
yeah,
It
it's
did.
gonna swear.
I fucking swear like a sailor. It's really bad in my whole life. It just felt so like forced in there. Scenes I enjoyed when Idris Alba and Peacemaker and all of them show up to the Revolution camp to save the guy
Rick
from.
Flag.
I thought that scene's really good. I thought
Yeah, it's a great
everything.
scene. I
I
love that
thought
scene.
that's a great scene. I think the opening
It's
scene is
funny.
really good. I
They
think
just
a
killed all those
really
people. They're
because I guess
fucking
what hurt
jerking
me
off
too
at
is the
each
way it
other.
opens is fucking great. That they storm the beach as a Suicide Squad, and I'm genuinely confused as to what's happening because I'm like, I don't think this movie's about these people. And they all die, and they're like, oh yeah, actually, we've got all these guys over here that are like actually doing this. I think that's really good. It's just like I thought everything after that scene with the revolution, I really disliked it.
Dang.
Yeah, I
That's
know.
so
I'm sorry.
disappointing.
I knew you were gonna be
Yeah.
upset, but I had to be honest with you about
Yeah,
it.
and I'd rather you be honest. I will be so curious to hear further opinions of yours as these movies continue because I just don't know. I think it's because of this movie that James Gunn has the job he has today. So I'm glad
But
they
the
didn't feel that way.
Peacemaker show is so good, and that Creature Commandos is so good. It's so good. I love them
Yeah.
both, and maybe that's part of it too as to why I was disappointed. Is I was like hoping to even. I knew I wouldn't like it as much, but I was hoping to
I was hoping
like
so
it.
too. God,
To
don't ever
like
watch
it.
the other Suicide Squad
I
movie
never
then
had any
because
plan. Don't worry.
don't. If you didn't like this one, you are absolutely not gonna like that other one. Whew. Darn. uh
So tell me what you liked about it. I won't shit on you. I
oh,
won't even disagree
I
with you.
mean, I like everything. I like the first time I watched this movie, it was such a breath of fresh air to me that I was like, "Oh, I really enjoyed this
I
movie." I
think
mean,
that's fair too. I
there
think
wasn't a
that's
lot
fair
of
too.
superhero movies like this when it
I'm
came out.
sure. I think that's fair too. I think if I would have seen it when it came out, I probably would have felt differently about it.
Yeah, it
Is
like
that
it
fair?
balances. It get like I said, it gives me emotions throughout. Like there's the serious moments hit me, the funny moments make me laugh, and I just think it's very just entertaining entirely. And in the DC universe, we were not getting a lot of those kind of things. So
I think that's
seeing it
super fair.
was completely refreshing. You got top tier actors. It was one of the first times that I was like, "Oh wow, John Cena can act." But you got Idris Elba as a character. Like it is just cool to see. I love the shark. I love him. He's funny as fuck. Like
The
he's their
shark
Hulk.
charade.
It was just another one where James Gunn just put a team of random characters together and made me have a fucking good time with them. I mean, anytime that polka dot man saw his mom on anything, I was fucking dying because I was already laughing. Like the way everybody speaks, like where you're not liking the swearing, I'm just like, I don't know. I just think that's how me and my friends all already talk to each
Me
other.
too. It just
So
to
I like
okay.
seeing it.
I do too. It just at
Peacemaker being
times to
like,
me.
nobody, or like he's like nobody likes to show off, and then Peacemaker's like, yeah, unless the thing you're showing off is fucking awesome or something like
Yeah,
that,
and
and
he
then Idris
goes,
Elba's just like, fuck, that's
"That
right,
was awesome," and
that
I
was
enjoyed it,
like, yeah,
dude. I genuinely
that's what
enjoyed
gets
it.
me. I don't need a backstory to let me know who characters are.
But
Show me who they are as
I
people, and I'll be like,
I can't
I
say enough that I
don't need their
genuinely
backstory.
enjoyed through that part of the movie. We're on the same page through there.
Most of my
It's like,
friends, Jake, I don't know their fucking life backstory, but I do know them and I like them
but most of it
for
through there,
other
I
reasons.
enjoy. I enjoy.
Yeah,
I just didn't care. I just didn't care about them. I don't know. But
yeah,
again, I keep saying I did. I cared about Peacemaker, but it's probably because of the TV show. I
yeah.
do think if I maybe watched the movie first, I would have felt differently.
Maybe.
You know, I'm sure that's
Even somebody
probably
who
true.
liked the movie, I was still like, I can't believe they're doing a show just about that guy.
It's
And then
so
I fucking ate my words because you're right.
that
The
show's
show is
so good.
better. Don't get me wrong, but like it's one of these things where whenever I talk about something that's better, that's clear, like when people are like, "Well, Legend of Korra is no Avatar: Last Airbender," I'm like, "Oh yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but
It's
it's
no
not
the
like the best
best.
thing ever.
There's yeah,
Yeah,
nothing can be the best. So
I
like
think
that,
that's
like
fair.
it's not
I
that, but I really, like
I
I said, for
don't
when it
think it's
came
a
out,
movie for
for the
me.
things it presents, I don't think so either. I've honestly never really talked to anybody that doesn't like it.
I think
Um,
if I truly believe a couple things went into it. I think having seen Peacemaker and Creature Commandos and Superman, I've watched all of those, not Peacemaker, but the Creature Commandos and Superman in the last month.
mhm.
I think that affected it. And I think I might be a bit superheroed out right now. And I think that's fair too. I've watched a lot of superhero stuff in the last month, way more than I'm used to. So I think that all plays into it as well. Does that mean does that change the fact that I'm going to watch Peacemaker tonight? Absolutely not. I can't wait, dude. I'm so pumped to watch that tonight.
First episode is pretty fucking good.
The show, I think it's incredible. I think John Cena is actually like a pretty good actor in that role.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's the perfect role for him. Miranda hates John Cena, but this is her
because she can't see him.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she can't see him twice over because she has to wear glasses to see in the first place. And he's just impossible to see. So it's just like a double whammy. So she really hates him for that. But she likes Peacemaker.
Yeah. Maybe it is just the story I don't like. Maybe I'm going too far.
It's too wonky
that it's
for
just the story that I'm not a fan of. We'll leave it at that. But I mean, like, clearly I'm wrong in some aspect because they were able to take Peacemaker out of that and make a TV show that's like fucking excellent. So clearly I'm wrong somewhere in there, right?
Entirely, if you ask me.
I'm also different than you, that I overreact like very harshly when I like if there's something about a movie
something
that I
hits
really
you the
don't
wrong
like,
way, you're down.
I go fucking nuts. I
layers,
do.
yeah.
Oh,
it's hard
100%. I do that.
It's hard to recover.
100% I do that. Do we have 15 minutes left?
Yep.
Let's talk about a show that I don't know how I feel about it.
Let's talk about
Takopi. I'm like so
Takopi's
confused.
Original Sin.
I'm so confused about how I feel about it.
That I had us watch because it was only 6 episodes. I thought it was easy. I heard amazing things about it. I heard amazing things when it was just a manga. So when I heard that the anime had come out, I was like, let's fucking roll the dice on this.
I am usually the person that does really well at not having expectations for something.
Okay.
This is one that I had expectations of it being like amazing.
Okay, so it didn't live up.
So I'm not going to say it's not amazing. I'm going to say that this is a story that I did not need right today. I did not need this story in the middle of my summer. I'm struggling a little bit myself mentally.
Yeah.
I don't know that this is
Sun Eater to cheer you up.
I just don't know that this is what I needed right now.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good.
I didn't know either, man.
I knew it was horribly depressing. I knew that about this show.
I'll tell you what. I've seen some anime that are dark, depressing, downtrodden. I've never seen one that has a warning before the episode until I watched this.
Yeah, so
I've been watching anime for 30 years.
I knew this was horribly depressing. And I want to say, like, I have a friend who, like, all he watches is anime, doesn't watch regular television anymore.
You told me of him.
And he highly recommended me, and he's, like, one of my closest friends. He highly recommended this to me.
Well, because as an anime fan, he doesn't think of you as a depressed mental case.
Okay, but even, like, as, if we take away the depressing part, do you think this is, like, an amazing show? I'm asking you honestly. I don't quite feel that way.
I guess not. It's really good. It is interesting. It leaves a lot to talk about.
I think it's good.
I think it's a surprising. This is the biggest thing I can give it, honestly.
Okay.
I think that this show, for the 6-episode show, the little story that it tells, it in itself, to me, is the perfect analogy of an anime. This is an anime. This is anime. This is what anime can be. This is its potential. Everything about it. And let me explain that. Because I think if you look at this anime, the theme song, the commercials for it's this fucking bouncing happy, it's weeby as fuck by the look of it. By the look of it. So you're like, oh boy, one of these crazy anime. If you don't know about anime, you're like, oh, one of these shows. But then you start watching it and it becomes, it's so much more than just that goofy Takopi character. Like, it's just like anime in general. Like, people see it with a perspective of like, oh, it's these cartoons, it's this kid stuff. But really, most anime are telling a very deep story. Not all of them, but what makes anime popular are the ones that, like, it might look cutesy wootsy, but it's actually pretty fucking serious, actually. And I think this show has that. Like, it's got this look and this feel. You even have a character that is one of these, like, what?
He's a literal pink blob. Yeah.
Almost an entirely different genre living in this other genre. And I found that interesting.
Yeah, listen, is it good? Does it tell a story well? It does all that.
My son just walked in and rolled his eyes at me.
Oh man, he agreed that this show was not that
He
good.
didn't even watch it.
He knows it though.
You didn't like it at all? You didn't think it was that good? Because I still thought it was really good. It just wasn't like, I get why you're like, it's not one of the greats, but it is like for 6
It's
episodes of the
good.
story it tells.
Okay, it does well for 6 episodes, and it is good. I just
it touches on subjects that you don't see in anime
for sure
a lot.
I think this is, see, it's funny because I'm gonna go against my earlier thing a little bit, that it's like, it's one of these things, it's very unique. It's extremely unique.
Yeah.
That's a fact. So critically critically analyzing anime, it's excellent. Of course. It's fun. It's fun to watch in the drawing of it and everything.
It surprises you. It goes places you don't always expect.
It does do that.
It hits you with heavy moments.
It does have all those. It's so sad. It's so sad.
It's very sad. It's
very sad.
And
yeah,
it's
but
it's sad, and then it's bittersweet at the end. It's not even a happy
I just
ending.
think that for the first 3 episodes are like torture porn sad. Like they're so sad. Like they're brutally sad. Like brutally sad. The first 3 episodes.
I'd agree.
Yeah, so you have to be in the mood for that. It is good. It is good. It is good. I just didn't need that story right now. But I don't want like super sad shit all the time. Like, cause I think that's maybe that's my criticism of it, is that it is just
very sad.
Really sad. But like not, hey, here's a story that is
realistically sad.
It is like, but it's not a story that, sad stuff can happen in a story that like breaks your heart. This is just sad. Like it is nothing but sad. Sad.
The ending is all, even though it's bittersweet, it's still sweet. Like there is hope there. It's a better. Explain the plot, Jake. Explain the plot to the shitters. You're a good plot explainer. We didn't do that with Suicide Squad.
You're gonna find one where I'm not gonna do my best here. Takopi is a pink alien blob who is in a schoolyard, and he's found. I'm trying to think of exactly how it happens at the beginning. He's found by a young schoolgirl.
Shizuka.
Yeah, and
Shizuka-kun?
And his whole purpose is to make people happy. That is his thing.
Comes from Planet Happy.
Planet Happy, and he wants to make her happy.
And he has happy items,
he has happy items. That's what he calls his happy things or whatever. And he wants to make her happy. And you quickly realize her life is absolutely fucking devastating. Every
really
aspect of her life is horribly devastating.
Nothing good.
And one of
the only good thing about it is her dog.
And we're going to do spoilers right away because we don't have the most time. And by the second episode, her dog is gone. And or maybe it's even the first episode. And I have to be honest with you, dude. That was the moment for me that I was like, this is too fucking much. Like
she hangs herself at the end of the first episode.
She kills herself at the end of the first episode. She fucking kills herself. But my boy Takopi has a special camera that lets him go back in time to when a photo was taken.
Yeah. So you're having fun. Like it bounces. There's some fun there. He's trying to go back in time as much.
It's a fucking schoolgirl hanging from the ceiling, and he's like, oh,
after that, he's gonna save her. He's gonna make sure she doesn't want to kill herself.
It's still so fucking sad because then within 2 minutes, her school bully is beating the fuck out of her. And why is her school bully beating the fuck out of her? Because her mom, the main character's mom, is fucking the bully's dad. So then it goes into the school bully's life is also fucking terrible. And it's just like everyone's life is terrible. And it's good. Like, listen, it is good. You just have to be in the mood.
Yeah.
Like Tori says this, like, I won't watch like really sad shit usually. And she has a couple movies that she is a person that like, when she wants to be sad, she'll watch a really sad movie.
She should watch this.
She will be I will not let her watch it until she decides she has a day. Until she has a day that she's just decides she wants to wallow. Because that is my only thing about this, is that it just feels a little like, God, in the middle, can I get at least let her get the dog back? Come on, dude. Like, it's so sad, Chase. It's so sad.
But Jake, by the end, she might actually get to keep the dog by the end. They don't really show it because it cuts to the future a little there, but like by the end, I think she does still get her
Yeah,
dog.
because Takopi had to die, dude. That's sad. That's fucking sad.
No,
His
okay,
whole
okay,
thing
okay.
is
Hold on.
I'm gonna make everyone happy. I'm
And he does.
Takopi.
He makes
And he
things
says,
so bad.
yeah,
No, he doesn't.
so the first episode ends with someone killing themselves, and the happy moment to end the 6th episode is another person killing himself. Come on, man. It's good.
Second
I'm not
episode ends
saying
with them killing
killing
Marina
another
Chan.
young child.
Yeah, kid.
Oh, and then
yeah.
by the way, in the
With
middle
the
of it, the
camera.
main character is doing like some not nice shit. Like she's not being very nice, which is fair. Like she's got a
Oh
tough
yeah.
life.
There's the twist that she's kind of the villain the whole time, actually.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But not really. It's
But like,
okay. You're right. This is all fucked up. But I want to get into a little bit like
sorry.
why I think these are good things. Like
Sorry.
why for a show, I think it does a really good job of presenting like the parents are all these trauma cases, and because of that, because they didn't find ways to cope with their own problems, not only did they put them onto their children, but their children then in a way kind of became them. Like Shizuka's mom is a prostitute, and by the end, she's not a prostitute, but she's like doing what a prostitute kid
Yeah, it's
could
like the
do. Like
manipulation and the,
right, like
yeah.
she gets some
I
of
agree.
those
That's great.
qualities. The what's his name?
I can't remember his name.
Naoki?
I
The
struggle with these
boy,
things.
the geek dude.
Yes.
Like his whole life story you get in like the 4th episode where it's just like, ah, fuck, man. You know, you
It's
got
a
your
great
backstories.
representation.
You got your backstories like you
I
liked in
think it's an
Creature Commando,
excellent
Jake.
representation of like the parents. I think it's a good show. It just made me too goddamn sad.
Yeah, it's
But it's a good
pretty heavy.
show.
It is heavy. I will say
It's
after every episode, I
extremely
was
heavy.
like,
Jesus Christ! Like
I watched
watching
an
multiple
episode
episodes in a
today.
row.
Yeah,
Watching
I
multiple
watched.
episodes in a row is rough.
I watched the last 2 episodes in a row because
Me
by
too.
that point I was so invested
Well,
in
I
the
had
story
to.
that I was like, I have to see how this plays out by the end.
I think it's a
Because
great
he breaks the
representation of the.
time traveling thing, so that's like the time travel mechanic is really only there for 2 episodes.
I
And then you're
agree.
in this kind of
I
like,
don't think that's bad. I think that's.
and then you find out what the sin is. I just think for
To
a
be
6
clear,
episode small story,
nothing in the show is done poorly. I think
sure,
it's a
yeah.
good show. Nothing
Right,
in the show is done poorly. It's
yeah,
just like
sad
like
as fuck.
so sad, and it's
just
telling a
so
good story.
serious.
And I
Yeah.
think the like showing how the parents are so directly fucking up the kids is like a good. I mean, it's like, you know, you've kind of said this before about something that I liked, that you're like, hey, like, okay, I get it. Like but so it is a little bit of that, but it's good. It's well done. It's yes, but it is really well done. So I'm not going to complain about it. And I think it's good. It's a good show. But Jesus Christ, is it a lot, man?
It is
I just
a lot.
can't imagine.
Well, here's the thing. Thank God it's only 6 episodes.
I just
right?
can't. I guess sometimes I think about a show or a book and I'm like, would I ever recommend somebody to watch this? Like literally, I just can't believe my friend, when we're out like playing golf, like having a nice time, numerous times has like told me about how good this show is. I'm like, okay, dude, you're a little
depends
deep
on what people think
but
is
you're
good.
a little deep on like anime Reddit, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's like, I would never recommend this to somebody because I wouldn't be like, hey man, at the end of it, you have to get a Wellbutrin or a Zoloft.
I'm about to text your fiance right now and tell her to watch it. I think it's, as an anime, it's
fortunately she doesn't know how to get onto your Crunchyroll account to watch it.
I see why your friend recommends it.
Because it's a good show. Yeah. It's a good show.
I'm not as affected deeply by things. Like I can watch this kind of shit. It was heavy,
Fuck
but
me
I
up.
can. I guess I'm not. I'm not suicidal in any way. So when I see these kind of things, but one thing I really like, okay, you talk about Takopi killing himself, and that's kind of why everything, but I like the messaging of that, of like, he has all these gadgets, all these things, all these ways to affect time. The only timeline where everything goes right for everybody is the one where he doesn't try to use any, like all the anime magic, none of it is good for anything.
Yeah.
Just let life play out. Let people talk natural, like the messaging of that, because Marina Chan and Shizuka Chan become friends, I guess, in the future, as opposed to like all the other scenarios.
I can't say enough. This is the worst I will ever do at analyzing a show because everything you're saying is correct. I think every little message in this show is good.
Yeah.
It's just really, really,
It's
really
just hard to
devastating.
watch.
It's
Yeah.
just a devastating
I
show.
agree.
But I think it's a good show. I can't say that. I do. I think it's good. I think
the
it's all
balance.
done well.
Yeah. I was gonna say the balance of Takopi being the character that he is, but even like because like he just gets put into situations where you're like, this poor
Yeah,
innocent
you feel bad
child
for
is
him.
just getting beat the shit up and doesn't understand why because all he knows is happiness.
Happiness. Yeah.
And then you get like that he was actually friends with Marina to begin with,
First.
and like this
Yeah.
whole thing started. I like that little twist. That's what kind of like kept me coming in for more, was just like the more I found out about certain characters, the more I was like, oh, I want to see how this plays out. Like this geek kid finally talks to his brother, and instead of being worried and like might kill himself just because he's dealing with his problems, his brother's like, yo, bro, you can talk to me anytime you want. I fucking love you. Mom's pancakes suck dick. So you don't need him or her. Fuck her. And I don't know. It could go into more depth, but I think for what the
No, I
show
think
is,
plenty of depth. Plenty of depth for me.
yeah,
I think
that's
it's a
fair.
good story, just not
Mhm.
one that I will ever watch again.
I want you to pick the next couple of things
You didn't do
for us
anything
to do.
wrong.
No, I know, but now I feel like I presented you with like a movie you didn't really
That's
like,
what we do, brother.
and a show that
That's what
that
we
you were
do,
like,
brother.
ooh.
Listen, you tell you one thing about Nerd Shit in the Dark, sponsored by Mountain Dew. I'm gonna come give you honest opinion, and
No,
it's
which you
fine.
should.
I just read my favorite book that I've read in fucking years during this whole time, so I don't care. So yeah.
Per my recommendation, huh?
And how good are those spines? I didn't know the hardcover spines have the front cover little image on
They
them.
sure do,
Not
bro.
something that is well done. Not something that is
Why
often
do you think
done.
I got my Game of Thrones books out of here to make room for my son?
Fuck. It rocks, man, that first book. But what's interesting is I don't know, on the same topic on that first book, I don't know that it's one that I would easily recommend to people.
Sure.
Because I think the first 300 pages are a little dense. So, like, my college roommate that
Which
also
we've talked
reads.
about.
Right. I just want to bring that up really quick. First 300 pages, it's a great fucking book. I'll leave it at that. It's a great fucking book.
And you've started the second one, or you haven't?
I'm like 2 pages in. I'm so busy this week, man.
Oh, buddy.
I'm trying to get ready for vacation.
I
Well,
can't wait to hear
because
the good
I
news.
decided, I was like, I'm not reading this fucking paperback.
Read
and
like
I'm
a
trying
man.
to, I'm trying to get ready for vacation, which
I can't
makes
even
work.
say anything. I read the second one on my iPad. But yeah, hey, feel how you feel about Takopi's Original Sin, but that's what we think about it.
Good show, heavy show. Be ready for that. Heavy show, which I think everybody knows.
And the type of person for it. Yeah.
This is all to say, nothing more fun than an episode of Nerd Shit in the Dark with your two friends.
Yeah, it's true.
We love it. And now, with the changing of the season, we are in the dark again when we finish recording.
We are truly in the dark.
Yeah, and I'm glowing like a highlighter, not just from my skin, also from my shirt.
Yes. And
as always,
you're wearing like the light shirt I'm wearing. Look at that. We're like we're
yin
like the
yang,
yin
brother.
yang of our
there
old,
you go.
Oh,
and hopefully this isn't. Hopefully we play some Gears soon. I would love to do that.
I'll download it tonight.
I appreciate that. Friends, family, lovers,
tell them.
Nerd Shit in the Dark.
Yep.
I'm going to ask again, as I always do. Chase works very hard. He is an audio producer. He is a video producer. He is the talent. He is the content. He is everything. I just consume and then talk. He does all the work. So please consider liking, consider subscribing. It helps keep us going. And if you have any thoughts, feelings, opinions, whether agreeing or disagreeing, think about commenting, because every time somebody comments, we get very excited. We have a discussion amongst ourselves and we retort or respond. And it's very fun for us.
Yeah,
we think it's really exciting.
It is engaging.
It's engaging, and it lets us know that people just care a little bit. So consider doing that as well. Yeah, because I'm going to tell you, I wouldn't blame people for not listening to me. You should listen to Chase. My opinions sometimes.
You don't know us at all. And you listen
God
to
bless
us?
you for doing it. Cool. So this is all to say, consider supporting us in that way.
Took my own friends years to
and maybe eventually we will have real sponsors, and I won't keep making them up. So thank you. And if you got to this point, God, if we get 100
subscribers on YouTube, you're gonna get.
And I would like to point that out. I'm gonna put it in every episode. At 100 subscribers on YouTube, I will be giving a book away. A good book. I have good extra books. So It's at least
There
a
it is.
little something for you just to click the subscribe button. It's not going to hurt your algorithm. Thank you.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Always well done, Jake.
Well, that one was
All right,
rambly,
gang.
but you'll have that.
On that note, good night. Sleep tight. Do not let them shit bugs a bite. We love ya.